Greetings, I am Reyhan Baihaki from the class MJ-214B. My student ID is 43122111036, and this is my evaluation presentation for our project-based learning application, which is web journaling and project monitoring. This is a project by me, the team leader, Reyhan Baihaki, student ID 43122111036. My other team member, which is besides me right now, Geri Simbolon, student ID 43122111046. My third member, which unfortunately cannot be present here right now, Mukhlis Ade Putra, 43122111056. Although I must admit he has some problem on his contribution. He has smaller contribution than my other team member. And my project manager is Liony Lumombo. Number 1, project description. The following PBL app is a web-based platform that allows students to post daily or weekly journals related to their projects. It allows lecturers to monitor their students' progress by reviewing their journals and providing feedback and comments. This app is designed to facilitate project-based learning and help lecturers track their student progress. The app is intended for use by students and lecturers in educational settings who are interested in implementing project-based learning methodology. Number 2, contribution of other PBL courses. To illustrate the significant contribution of project-based learning, courses engagement in shaping the web journaling and project monitoring app, we highlighted the ways in which active participation in PBL courses has informed and enhanced the app development features and overall effectiveness. Number 1, insight from real-world PBL experience. Engagement in the PBL courses provide a valuable first-hand experience with challenges, opportunities, and dynamics of project-based learning. These insights inform the app's design, ensuring it addresses the specific needs of students and educators involved in PBL. By participating in PBL, we gain a deeper understanding of the needs and preferences of both students and educators. This user-centered perspective guided the app's design, ensuring that its features and functionalities closely align with the real-world requirements of its target audience. Number 2, application of PBL principles in the app development. The principle of PBL will directly apply to the development process of our web journaling and project monitoring app, fostering a collaborative problem searching that is contributing to this app development. A. Collaboration and teamwork. Embracing PBL's emphasis on collaboration, we work together to share ideas, provide feedback, and build consensus. This collaborative approach fosters a supportive work environment, ultimately resulting in a more effective app development. Number B. Interdisciplinary integration. The PBL course encourages an interdisciplinary approach to problem solving. We integrate insights, skills, and knowledge from various sources to gain a holistic understanding of the project and its purposes. C. Iterative development. We regularly review progress, solve feedbacks, and make adjustments to refine the app's features and address any possible shortcomings. The third part of this evaluation, the project outcome, will be spoken by my colleague.
Hello, my name is Geri, and now I'm gonna read this presentation in part 3, web project outcome. The web journaling and project monitoring app will transform PBL by providing an easy-to-use journaling platform from students, educators, and institutions with the following outcomes. 1. Achieved student engagement and learning outcomes. Students can document their learning experience, reflect on progress, and identify areas for improvement, leading increased engagement, deeper understanding, and improved outcomes. Streamline. Number 2, streamline collaborations. The app provides a central hub for real-time collaboration, fostering the sense of community, encouraging peer-based learning, and promoting effective teamwork. Comprehensive monitoring and assessment for educators. Educators can track progress, assess work quality, and offer timely guidance and personalized support, making data-driven decisions to optimize and learning experience. Number 4, scalable and flexible PBL environment. The app accommodate and wide large of PBL scenarios from the small scale classroom project to institutions wide initiative. Number 5, greatest insight into the PBL based practices. By collecting data on learner experience, progress and outcome, the app will provide valuable insight to PBL practice. Number 6, continuous improvement through feedback. The app will encrypt feedback mechanisms for ongoing refinement and improvement, and ensuring it remains up to date and responsive to evolving PBL needs. Number 7, increase digital literacy. The app will foster a digital literacy skill by enhancing digital journaling, preparing students for the modern workplace, and enhancing their careers and prospects. Number 8, long-term impact on education. The app support the shift toward more engaging and collaboration and experiential learning models, more producing and gradation achievement to tackle complex challenges, embrace to long learning and adapt to the global landscape. And next, my friend Reyhan.
I thank my colleague Geri Simbolon for the time, and the next slide will be spoken by me. Number 3A, the project history logbook of this PBL. Here you can see the progress of our projects from the 8th of February up to today, March 27, as you can see over here. So we started back at February 8, 2023, and currently we are at March 27, which is today, 2023. Number 4, project work details. Part A, project progress. Here are the first prototype of my web journaling project. This is a simple app created with Flask, although I found some errors on this prototype. I will discuss the issues and errors encountered on this prototype. Number 1, bugs in implementing my SQL database. When implementing my SQL database in Flask, I encountered a persistent bug that made it difficult to retrieve and store data. This resulted in a lot of wasted time and effort to fix this issue. Number 2, complicated implementation. I found that implementing certain features in Flask, such as file uploading and real-time monitoring, like commenting, was more complicated than expected. This required me to spend more time researching and troubleshooting, which slowed down the development process. Number 3, problems with user login and authentication. Implementing user login and authentication in Flask turned out to be more challenging than anticipated. I had to write additional code to handle user authentication and security, which increased the complexity of this application. Even though my first plan is to choose a simple application, it's actually more complicated. Hence why I stopped using Flask for this first prototype. For my second prototype, I tried using React, as you can see over here. Here are the screenshots. But I also encountered another error. Here are the errors and issues I encountered. Number 1, complicated method for integrating my SQL with Node.js, which is JavaScript. I found that integrating my SQL with Node.js was more complicated than I expected. This resulted in a significant delays as I had to research and learn how to properly integrate the database, which I failed. 2, more complicated implementation than Flask. I found that implementing certain features in React was more complicated even than Flask. For example, implementing real-time monitoring and user authentication requires more code and steeper learning curve, which I don't really know that much yet. Number 3, lack of documentation for certain errors. When working with React, I found that troubleshooting bug fixing can be very difficult due to lack of documentation on React-specific errors. This makes it difficult to identify and resolve issues that arises during the development. Hence why I finally use this final project, which is a Ravel-based app, as you can see over here. Here are the first iteration of the website. It's pretty simple. We chose a minimalist approach. And here is the second iteration of the website itself. We changed the theme a bit and we added more features to it, such as image and file uploading. Here are the form for the journal. And here's the text classifier and plagiarism checker. This is a prototype API implementation. Uses an OpenAI API to use it. Currently, it's still in work in progress, so this is subject to changes. And this is not finished. This is a proof of concept. Currently, I am more focusing on implementing this API implementation for text classifier, since this is the main objective of the project itself. Part B, PBL courses linkage. Number 1, data structure and web programming contribution. The app includes a plagiarism detection feature, made possible by combining knowledge from data structures and web programming courses. It allows students to check their work for originality and help educators identify instances of possible plagiarism. Number 2, web design contribution. The app's user interface was reimagined with a neutral color palette and enhanced layout and navigation to prioritize usability, thanks to contribution from the web design courses. Number 3, capital selector contribution. The app's dynamic workflow and interaction design were informed by the capital selector courses and lectures, resulting in a more engaging learning experience and seamless collaboration through features such as comments. Part C, project member contribution. Here are the contribution of the projects in this particular PBL. Me, Reyhan Baihaki, my contribution is front-end and back-end coding, API implementation for the text checker, also database implementation for the journal indexing. Geri Simbolon specializes in UI and theme implementation, also as an app tester. Mukhlis Ade Putra contributed in a few minor changes in the database, so he modified the database a bit. Liony Lumombo as the project manager. Finally, D, issues encountered in the project. Number 1, implementing the plagiarism checker issue. The challenge of implementing a plagiarism checker feature arose due to lack of relevant knowledge and experience provided by the course curriculum. Due to this, I had to independently research and learn how to effectively incorporate such a feature into the app itself. The solution is to address this issue. I have took the following steps. The first one is to do independent research. I conducted online research to familiarize myself with plagiarism detection algorithm, tools, and its usage. This involves studying available articles, examining existing solutions, and exploring various techniques used for plagiarism detection. Next is online learning resources. To supplement my research, I utilize online learning resources such as tutorials and forums to get a deeper understanding of the subject matter in hand. Number 2 is improving database and search filter functionality. We face challenge in adding new data and optimizing the database to improve search filter functionality. This issue was only partially resolved by the team due to constraint and the need to divide tasks among team members. To tackle this challenge, the team employed the following strategies. Task delegation. To better manage the workload and efficiently address the issue, I decided to delegate the responsibility of improving the database and search filter functionality to a designated team member, which is Mukhlis Ade Putra. This allowed the rest of the team to focus on other critical aspects of the app's development, while ensuring that the database improvement received the necessary attention, although I mostly does the database implementation. B is ongoing collaboration and support. Although the task was assigned to a specific team member, the rest of the development team continued to collaborate and provide support as needed. Regular weekly meetings were held to discuss progress, share knowledge, and address any possible challenge encountered. This collaborative approach ensured that each team member working on this project could benefit from the insights and help of the entire team. Part E, future work plan. We have outlined the development plans for the continued refinement and improvement of the web journal and project monitoring app. with particular focus on enhancing the plagiarism checker and search filtering features. As we look to the future, the team, us, remains dedicated to the continuous improvement and refinement of the app's features, focusing on the optimization and on the plagiarism checker and search filtering functionality. Through ongoing research, user feedback, and commitment to innovation, the web journaling and project monitoring app will continue to evolve and adapt, ensuring its long-term relevance and its potential to transform our PBL outcomes. Ultimately, the current state of the application is still a work in progress, and the web journaling and project monitoring app represent a critical tool for the students and educators alike, providing a powerful platform for collaborations, project management, and academic integrity. We hope we could further improve this application. The final part, conclusion and closure. Through the collaborative efforts of me and my team, and also the valuable insights gained from learning courses and PBL engagement, the web journaling and project monitoring app has been designed to address the unique needs and challenges of project-based learning environments. We have navigated numerous challenges and issues during the development progress, in hope of creating an effective app that can truly enhance the PBL experience for students and educators. In conclusion, the web journaling and project monitoring app stands as a testament to our collaboration, innovation, and the application of key learnings from PBL and relevant courses. Thank you for your attention, and that is our presentation regarding the evaluation of our project-based learning. I hope this is informative enough for you. Have a nice day.